Hello everybody, and welcome back. And yes, you are looking at War Thunder Air. Yes, like I said, I've been playing other things, and one of the things I've been playing recently is a bit of War Thunder. Air forces over ground forces for me. Still can't get a hang of ground forces at all, but air is starting to be a little bit better. So here I am in the C205 Series 3, one of the new Italian fighters. If I remember the weapon specifications correctly, 250 calibers and 220 millimeter cannons, with a pretty good amount of ammunition in the cannons. Now mine is, I think, pretty close in this battle to being fully upgraded. I wasn't a fan of this plane when it wasn't upgraded though. Like when it was stock, it was rough. She just had, I had issues with her. Like at higher speeds, she was much more sluggish, and I lost the plane on numerous occasions just because it was a high speed and just couldn't get away from people. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert in this game yet, but I am starting to have some fun with it. Much better offensively than I am defensively. Defensively, I'm still, let's say, a work in progress. You know, when somebody gets on my 6, I'm still like, what do I do? How do I get away from this person? So, most times when I'm playing this, still a lot of just sort of booming and zooming, trying to get altitude, get high speed, get behind somebody or get on top of somebody, fire my burst, and then get out of there. And in some situations, maybe diving back in and finishing a person off if there's nobody behind me. So, first of all, this Heinkel 111. There you go. Get in. Check to see if there's anything behind me. There wasn't initially when I dived on him, so just turn back in, come back down, and finish off the kill. 20 millimeter cannons are really nice on the Italian aircraft. Personally, I still like the 202 EC more. I'm not really sure why. I've taken that plane into higher battle rating games, fought higher battle rating planes, and done better with it than this one. I don't know. It's just, it seems to agree with me more, if that's the thing. Oh, and I've also played realistic battles as well, along with arcade. It's hard to say which one I prefer. I definitely understand the appeal of realistic, because realistic, there's a lot more, I guess, skill to it. It's not a lot less like sort of just like you just go in there and do whatever the hell you want and kill stuff. Realistic is much more, okay, I have to understand the limitations of my plane, what's it good at, what's it not good at, how do I maximize my strengths, minimize my weaknesses, so on and so forth. Air combat maneuvers, for example, in a realistic battle, plays a lot bigger of a role. And I have played some of it. I've done not so good in like the first 2 or 3 battles, but afterwards, started picking up a few kills, and so I'm enjoying it, but it's different from arcade. Arcade has its own appeal as well. Arcade's kind of the thing that, if on days where I want to play something not so serious, arcade would probably be my thing. It'd be one of those like moments where, you play a game that is a little bit more, let's say, stressful, and excuse the replay camera controls, not very good with it. But in that Yak 9's gonna die right about. He's actually flying with like half a wing off, so. Yeah, there's kill number 2, climbing back up, trying to get some altitude, quickly checking behind me. That's normally a good idea from, my limited number of games in War Thunder, that, after you've completed your attack, quickly check behind you, make sure nobody's behind you, just so that, you don't get surprised. Diving on the Buford again, I have an advantage because I'm coming from top down. There's kill number 3. Anyway, so going back to the whole, War Thunder arcade thing, I like it because it's a kind of a relaxing thing to play. You can just kind of go around and do whatever, and it's good break after serious games. Like, Rainbow Six Siege is a game I've been playing lately as well, and that's a game where it's actually stressful. I mean, even how if playing casual, you still don't want to lose, and so sometimes you really have to carry, and that's stressful. And it's like round after round and round of that, and it's yeah, it's one of those games that, whew, I'm actually starting to get better at it, and I like it. Oh, there's the year 2, and I critical hit him at the beginning, I believe, and there's the kill. Done. All right, climbing back up for more altitude. Pretty much this is one of the tactics, I guess, in War Thunder that you can use if you have a plane that's okay at booming and zooming. You can rinse repeat it. Of course, do be careful of other aircraft that have energy advantage on you, planes that are above you, things like that. But yeah, I mean, again, played Siege a lot more recently. Even played some ranked. I'm not very good at it just because I think overall map knowledge and stuff like that is still a little bit on the lacking side for me. But haven't done too badly in casual. Getting to be better in terms of like KD and win ratio and all that stuff. And the game overall is just becoming a lot more fun just because I'm not getting killed every 4 seconds. War Thunder for me, it's I guess it's sort of a similar experience. Air, I don't feel like I'm gonna get killed like every 2 seconds. I think that's the reason I don't like ground so much, because I just feel like regardless of which mode I play on ground, I just keep dying really quickly too. Like, oh look, there's dead. that kind of feeling, and not really my thing. Diving down on this Typhoon here, and this is actually one of my favorite moments from this battle because it really does give you that feel of the chaos of air combat. Because, oof, look at that. There's a plane there's another one. You just feel like you're in that kind of crazy dogfight, and it's a feeling I really enjoy in War Thunder. Only I think pick up a kill assist there. Whoa, another aircraft there. Just things just, especially when you get into these big chaotic dogfights, there's just planes like everywhere, which is real neat. Anyhow. Climbing back up for altitude, again, checking behind me, making sure that I don't have somebody who's on my 6 who's going to come and kill me. Again, initially trying to decide I wanted to fight that guy, but not really, so going back up. Again, always trying to maintain a little bit more altitude, just because if necessary, that gives me more energy to dive and then disengage if necessary. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, so far with air, my biggest issue is still defensively. Somebody gets on my 6, I'm not really good at shaking them. I've watched some tutorials and stuff like that, but I'm still not that good at it. So that's something that I'm gonna have to work on. Alright, again, initially wanting to go for that P63, but somebody already shot him down, so climb back up, get some more altitude. This battle actually managed to survive the entire battle, and I actually had something like, I think 15 seconds of fuel remaining at the end of it. So minimum fuel load is good, but on battles where your plane actually survives to the end, it's like, oh, okay, I didn't realize I had so little fuel left. Anyways, again, climbing for some altitude. Don't want to get down at the bottom and then get into a turning dogfight and then be at a disadvantage this way. So I want to start off with an advantage in terms of airspeed, and then depending on the situation, I'll be able to adapt and stuff like that. Okay, was going to go for the LA5, but rammed. That's one of the things I'm not a huge fan of in War Thunder. I have to say that. The whole ramming thing, ugh. Not a fan of that at all. It's not fun having like random things happen. You just get hit by somebody. It's like, oh, okay. And I've had that a few times too. Like, I was getting behind somebody, I kill them, and like a piece of their whatever, the wing or something like that, they fly off, and I hit them, and like my wing shears off, and it's like, oh, that's engaging. So yeah, but then again, I know, realism. War Thunder is really about that. Oh, I would have died there. That was silly. That was really silly. I actually overshot the person, ended up in front of them. And had they put a good salvo, a good shot. Keep saying salvo. See, that's like a bad World of Warships habit. Had they actually managed to get their guns on me, I think I would have died there. Do believe I picked up a kill assist there for that one. But again, getting altitude back. Altitude is like life in this game when you are when you're playing. Going for one of these planes, the Yak-9. The Russian planes seem really good, at least in terms of, what was it? The Russian planes seem really good in arcade. I don't know if it's just because we're playing at low altitude or something, but they just seem really, really good. Alright, so I managed to bag myself that Yak-9, going after this Yak-1B here. Come on, guns. Was that? Did I get that kill? I don't think so. Might have been a kill assist, actually. Yeah, I think I picked up a kill assist there. Did manage to kill that Yak-9. Alright, so climbing back up for some altitude. Again, keeping my eye out for enemy aircraft, making sure that I don't have anybody behind me or in an advantageous position where they can dive on me. That P-51 is... I think he's not going for me, though. I think he might be going for somebody else. Yeah, I think he's going for somebody else. I'm still not 100% sure. Had he actually gone for me, I would have just decided to, I guess, turn into him and, you know, try to force a disengage. Or just go for head-on pass. Head-on passes aren't really fun. A lot of times you do end up, you know, you get shot down, you shoot down somebody else, or you end up ramming somebody else. Ooh, there goes the P-51. And I was a little even target fixated on the other aircraft. I didn't even see him dive until he entered my screen. Had he come for me, he might have had me in a very, very bad position, though. Again, he has an energy advantage right now, but I think he's opting to go for a bit of a... I'm not even sure. Is he going for a turning fight here? Because it looks like he was. So he puts himself into a nice position right there, and I potato aimed that completely, missed that shot. Go back in for him. Let's see if I actually do I tag this P-51 at all? I can't even remember. Still trying. He's still trying. I know. I'm a potato. Ah, and there we go. Do manage to down him there for kill number 7. You know, I know. Some people are probably watching that part and going, oh, cringe moment. I know. I'm still new to the game, alright? Forgive me if I suck at it. I'm trying, alright? I'm trying. Anyways, okay, so... Alright, so I pick up 7 kills. Again, trying to at least build some altitude. Also, don't want to be in a position where those guys behind me over there, they can dive on me. So, trying to build up altitude and... maybe get into a slightly better position. Watching one of my teammates in the BF-109 just going for him. F4U seems sort of isolated by himself, so I'm going to see if I can go over there and maybe pick on him a little bit. Again, I'm not a huge fan of diving into like big furballs because it's just not fun. Okay, they're exciting. They're exciting, but I mean they're not fun because you know you might shoot down one person and then have somebody else on your tail. And then you just die, which is certainly not fun. I generally prefer picking off like planes that are more isolated, where they don't have as much support. This F4U though, Jesus Christ, so fast, just so fast. Chasing him, just like, what? So fast. I don't even think I get a shot on him, because I think the other aircraft that dived on him actually ended up getting him. But dear God, I just could not catch him to save my life. Yeah, alright, so instead of going for that F4U, I decided to change my attention over to this other aircraft here. This is the B-25. Those things are actually scary too. Like bombers, especially the American bombers with their guns. Ugh. Okay, decided not to go for the B-25 because more tempting Yak-9 in front of me. Okay, so going for Yak-9T. Spraying like a noob. Overshoot that one badly. Yeah, overshoot that one badly, go after the Hurricane instead. This is the thing about arcade, you can sometimes just break off engagements and be like, whatever. Alright, pick up kill number 8 there on that Hurricane. And trying to see where the other guy is. I think he's actually below me, to my 6, I think, somewhere behind me. Or did he die? I don't know. Okay, not sure. Alright, so... back up for some more altitude. Enemy team is pretty much, they've been whittled down. They don't have much planes left at this particular point in time. I think there's that remaining Spitfire over there. And there's an A-20G behind him. So I think I'm going to go for that Spitfire. Again, trying to gain a small altitude advantage on him. However small, you know, it helps. It helps. So trying here. Oh, speaking of things I actually do like. I mean... There are those ones in War Thunder battles where you start and you have all the like the AA guns and stuff like that on the ground. Oh, the visual effects of them. Well, okay, maybe not AA. I think it's machine guns or whatever. But the visual effect of all the guns just shooting at each other, even though they do absolutely nothing to each other, it's actually a really nice thing to see, especially when there's a lot of them to start. Oh, the mode I probably... okay, yeah. Speaking of the mode I probably hate the most in War Thunder. Oh, God. The airport capture thing where you gotta, like, land your plane to capture an airfield. Oh, that one just drives me nuts. That just drives me nuts. Ugh, still trying to get into a better position on the Spitfire here. He's doing good. He's doing good. He is being chased by a bunch of aircraft, so I think he's not in the best of conditions right now. Come on, get behind him. Okay, whoop. There you go. There you go. Getting a burst in, and not my kill, but I did pick up another assist. Okay, and that was the last plane that I had to deal with. So, you know, 8 kills, 5 assists. Not too shabby. Not too shabby is my guess. But yeah, in most cases, I do like most of the battles, just not that airport capture mode. That one just does not agree with me at all. So anyways, I was 4th on the team. It's alright, I'm guessing. I really have no standards right now for War Thunder. Like, I have no idea what's considered like good or not good. It's just I look at the score and I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. You know, 8 kills, didn't really attack anything on the ground. Got 5 assists. Good for 4th on the team. Anyways, go ahead, critique me and War Thunder. You know, if you have advice on like things, maybe like defensive maneuvers or whatever, do leave those in the comment section below. I'm still learning and do want to get better at this game. Anyhow, folks, take care, have yourselves a good one, and I will talk to all of you again really, really soon.